Okay, now, so let's talk about stop loss range. The stop loss range is the distance in pip from entry to where the broker is expected to close your position with a loss. So when we see stop loss, it means it's to take you out of a losing position. Right? That means your balance will be minus of that position based on the loss size you took. What that simply means is that if you took a trade with a lot size of 0.01, as I said when I was explaining lot size, that 0.01 means that it's 10 cents per pip, and then your stop loss range was about 10 pips. That means if the market moves 10 cents times 10, that will mean that you have lost about $1, all right, about $1, because the market moved 10 pips negative of your expected position. So you were expecting that the market was going to go up, for example, all right, and then you have a stop loss range of about 10 pips, all right, to the negative. If the market does not go in your expected direction, which was up, as I had said, all right, and it rather went down, you are going to lose whatever lot size you used. If you use 0.01, which is 10 cents per pip, you are going to lose 10 cents times the stop loss range. You understand? So now what is take profit range? Is the distance in pip from your entry. The entry is very important. The entry is where you placed your trade. Is the price at which the broker should buy or sell a particular financial asset. That's what we mean. That's what we mean by entry. So now what is the take profit range? It is the distance in pip from where you entered a particular trade to where the broker is expected to book profit. That's to close the position with profit. So always ensure that your stop loss to take profit range that should always be at least 1 is to 2. I will explain that. And then your entry, remember, is the price, the exact price at which the broker should buy or sell a particular financial asset. Maybe you would call your broker now, for example, as they used to do in time past. But now, by the grace of God, we have apps that we can use to trade forex. All right, we don't need to call anybody. We just place the trade. The broker will see our trades that we have placed and know how to fill that in the market. But then you call the broker on the phone and be like, enter at 1.605, enter at 6.845. I don't know if you understand. But now that's not how it is. Then you tell the broker, my stop loss range should be minus. If the market, if I'm forecasting that the market wants to go up, the market rather goes down, take me out of that losing trade at minus $10. I don't even understand. Then if your thing is going in profit, take me out of that winning trade at minus $20. Understand? So what I'm saying here is that always ensure that your stop loss to take profit rate should be at least 1 is to 2. Alright. If you are risking 1% of your account, you should be expecting to get at least 2% of your account. If you are risking 2% of your account, you should be expecting to get at least 4% of your account. If you are risking 3% of your account, you should be expecting nothing less than 6% of your account per trade. That's what it is. So the entry price is the price at which the broker should buy or sell a financial asset, and the spread now. The spread, these are charges. This is how brokers make their money, because most people say, how do brokers make their money? They don't make their money when you lose trade. Rather, they make money from every trade that you place. How they make that money is that they charge every position. If you open a position of 0.01, the spread is the charges for that trade. Right, for you to execute that trade is their own way they make their own money, is the charges. So for different currency pairs, they have different charges, they have different spread. So that's how brokers make their money. So furthermore, a spread is defined as the difference between the asking price and the and the bid price. The asking price being the price at which a buyer is willing to pay for a particular financial asset, and then the bid price is the price at which the seller is willing to sell his own financial asset. So what we do in the market is a relationship between buyers and sellers. When you say somebody, it's kind of it's trying to sell something. He has a price in mind. He wants to sell that particular product, right? That price he wants to sell is called the bid price, and then the price that you want to offer for that particular product, it's called the asking price. So that's what it is. So it's the difference between the the buyers, that's the buying price, and then the asking price, sorry, and the selling price. So that's what it is. So that's for further definition. But what it is, what I want you to understand is that it's charges. It's nothing more than that. Okay. So let me just do an illustration of what I mean by stop loss and whatever. So this, I will show you how to open your trading view account, because this is where we are going to be doing our analysis. Okay, this is where we are going to be doing our analysis. So randomly on the chart, I want to place a trade. Okay, anywhere. All right, I want to place a trade anywhere. So I would come here to this my toolbox over here, and then I'll look for a horizontal line. Okay, I'll click on my horizontal line and place anywhere I like, anywhere, anywhere. All right. Now after and before you place a trade, you must know the kind of trade you want to place. If you want to place a buy trade, what you are simply saying is that the market wants to go up. Okay, that you are forecasting that the market wants to go up. It doesn't want to go lower than where you are. It wants to rather go up. You are placing a sell trade. All right, it means that the market wants to go down. So if you had placed the best place to have placed a sell trade, it will have been around here, because you will be forecasting that the market wants to go down, and this will have been profit for you. So the best place to place a buy trade will have been around here. But how will you know? I'll tell you how to know, and this will have been profit for you. Best place to place sell, yeah. Buy, yeah, because buy means you are forecasting the market wants to go up. Sell means you are forecasting the market wants to go down. Buy means up. So if you can do this perfectly, you can know up and down movement of the market. You can make, that's what you need to know about forex. That's how you make money in forex. Okay. So now I want to place this trade at maybe say this level, this exact level. This I'm looking at this level now. I want to place my trade at the close of this candle. All right, at the close of this candle, I want to place my trade here. So all I don't need to do is to carry this to that place I want to place my trade, and then double click on this line, so that I will know the figure. I'll come to coordinate. I will know the figure. That's the exact place. I'll copy this figure. Control A, Control X. I've copied that figure. Okay. Now see the figure here. 107.652. That's where I want to place a buy trade, for example. Okay, I want to place a trade that is forecasting that the market will go up from here. Okay, so now having copied that, I would come here to my, okay, let me go to the main one. I'll come here. We have long. Long in forex means up. Short in forex means down. What did I say? Long in forex means what?
Up.
Then short means what?
Down.
So I want to place an up trade because I'm forecasting that the market wants to go up. So I'll click on long position and place it anywhere I like. All right, I place it anywhere. Now I want this trade to be at my entry. All right, I want this trade to be at my entry. So I will click on this to edit. I will now copy this entry price. I will clean this and put what I want. That's this entry, this very entry here, and then I'll click on OK. Have you seen it has gotten to that entry? Now this is your stop loss range, the one in red, telling you that this is the range at which the broker will cut your trade with a loss. This is your take profit range, telling you that this is where the broker will cut your trade at with a profit, right? Now this is 1:1. This is a risk reward ratio. It's telling you that it's 1:1. You are risking 1 to get 1. That is equal. You understand? But now we want to make this up one better than this one. All right, we want that if we are risking 1% of our account, which may be $1, which may be $10, according to the lot size that we use. You understand? We want that if it goes up and reach 1:2, we want it to be rather if we lose, we lose $10. Sorry, yes. Let's say for example now we want to lose $10. All right. If we lose, we lose $10. If we win $20. So how we'll do that is that we'll simply, after we have gotten our entry, which is the most important, now you would find your stop loss. Your stop loss now may be at 306. That's, let me say 300. 300 means 30 pips. Okay. So now you are risking 30 pips to get, let's say 600 pips. That's 1:2. 600 pips. And you see the market played out well. You got your 600. You hit your take profit. I don't know if you understand.
No.
Eh?
I didn't understand that.
No, I'm going to explain for that. But I just want you to understand what we are doing. So now, let me delete everything. Now, this is you. And you want to place a random trade. I showed you. You come here, click on horizontal line. Or you can also use a short form. I think it's Alt-H. Okay, to place a horizontal line. Alright, so you place a horizontal line. Where do you want to enter? That's the question. And what do you want to enter for? Very, very important. Are you entering for a sell, which means down, or are you entering for a buy, which means up? So now you have known what you want to enter for, which is a buy from this position. All of this has not happened. As of when you want to place this trade, all of that has not happened. Alright, forget that we are saying it now. Now you want to enter for a buy. Okay, you place and you want to enter when this candle close. That's at this 1.7, that's around this 1.7.351. 1.7.351, right? That's where you want to enter. I'm just using this tool that tends to show you everything about the position, how you want the position to be. You understand? Now, if it's you are supposed to buy, you use the long position, which means buy, which means you are forecasting that the market wants to go up. Now, if you are to sell, that means you want to forecast that the market will go down. You have to use this short position, which means that the market wants to go down. It doesn't mean it must happen that way. It can happen opposite of that way. But this way is just a tool to represent what you are expecting the market to do on the chart. Okay. Now we are expecting a long position at this level, and the level is 1.7 from 1.7.351. That's where we want the long position to happen. So I've clicked on this my long tool. This long tool. Now I place it anywhere I want. After placing it anywhere I want, I want it to be here. I want my entry to be here. So I copy this figure, which happens to be 107.
Which long tool is this one?
This tool, I came here, look at all of these are already here. I click on my long tool. Now see, I've done that twice. Now I place it anywhere I want, and I want my entry, that's this entry price, this place here, to be here rather. I can either drag and drop here, but I want to teach you how to do it properly so you get the exact figure. I click this, copy the figure, that's 107, that's this 107.351. I want to copy that figure, so I'll place it there. Alright, I'll click here and then change my entry to that. You see it will move down there automatically. It's supposed to move down here. Let me ensure that. Okay, it is 107. It is 107.351. Let me copy that. That's this place that we want it to be. 107.351. I copy this. Okay. I copy this. So now I want to move this to this chart so that the entry will be there. I will Control A, Control V. Alright. Now it's there. Alright. 107 point this. Now your stop loss can be anything. It can be there are many reasons why people put stop loss. Now your stop loss is where once if the trade is going wrong, it should take you out of that losing trade because you don't want to lose more than you are expecting to lose. Forex is the only business that you can determine your loss, that you want to lose only $5 per trade, and it happens like that. I know you understand. It's the only business that you can say I want to win $10, and it happens like that. So what is advisable is that if you must lose $1, always prepare that you should be gaining $2. If you must lose $1, prepare to gain $2 so that when you get your winning streak, you can always be profitable. Now, this is our entry. This is our entry. Please be attentive. This is our entry. You know how we came here to this our entry, right? You know how we came here to this our entry. Now, our stop loss can be anything. Can be 300, can be 400. This 300 simply means 30 pips. That's how this one is designed. It means 30 pips. If I say 3,000, it means 300 pips. Okay, but now 30 pips based on whatever you are looking at. How me I even set my stop loss is that I want to now when you go for that, you know what V bounces are and then what N bounces are. Okay, now I usually set my stop loss below V bounces, like below here. This is a V. If you look at it, it looks like a V, right? So I set my stop loss there, and then if
how does it look like a V?
You understand that when we go for that. So let's not just waste our time going there because this is not what we are teaching now. So this is a V, for example. Doesn't this look like a V? Cut out all this information. Is it not going down? Is it not going up? What does that look like? That's not a V. Very, very simple. So now I usually put my stop loss. If I'm going up, I put my stop loss below a V. If I'm going down, I put my stop loss above an N. But we'll go to that down place later. So now I've taken my stop loss range down to below the V, and it gave me 578. So that means I will times 2. 578 times 2 will be what? That was because I want 1 is to 2. If I'm losing 578 pips, I should be expecting to gain at least 1,000. 578 times 2 is what? I should be willing to gain more than I lose. So at least 2 times of whatever I'm expecting to lose. So that if I lose this trade once, I know it cannot happen all the time. The times that I will win,
1156.
it will be okay for me. So 1156
56.
should be where my take profit will be. That's exactly what we are doing. So now see how the market moved. The market came, it choked us as if you want to come down to our entry. But if the market come here, you have lost this trade.
Okay.
You have lost that 57.8 pips. Alright, 57.8. Forget that it's 578. That's how this is designed, but it's actually 57.8. Okay. Now this one is 100 and 115.6. 115.6. So you are certain that if you lose, you should lose. If you lose, you should lose 57.8, which may be anything. 57.8 according to the lot size that I use may be $10. 57.8 according to the lot size you may use may be $1 million, based on your account size, based on your risk appetite. So 57.8 can be anything. We can take the same trade, this exact trade. I make 10,000 naira, you make 5,000 naira, depending on the lot size that we use, based on our account size. So now 57.8 pip is what I'm expecting to lose if this trade goes wrong. But obviously this trade did not go wrong because it did not. This is where we entered, right? The trade did not come back to hit this level. It's only when it hit this level that we are accepted loss, because it is not going in our direction. Our expected direction is up. That's why in the first place we have the long position. It's up. That's why in the first place we have the long position. Okay. Now the market is going up in our direction. See how it's doing. So it's going up and then it hits our take profit. That means we have gained 115. That's 115.6 pip. All right. What that simply means is that 1.16 pip. If this was $10, this would mean that this is $20 profit that we have made. If this was according to the lot size you use, if this was the risk here was, let's say, $5, this would have been anything. This take profit will have been if this was $10, this would be like $20 profit. You understand? Let me just simply give an illustration to that on a real chart. Let's say, let me go to our MetaTrader app. That's my demo account. Okay, now this is our account we usually use to place our trades. Now we have this, and our lot size now is 0.01. Alright, CAD CHF is the currency pair. Now we place a sell trade randomly, no calculation for that trade. And I decide my stop loss, I just clicked and drag. Now my stop loss, it's above this high. You understand? It's above there. That's where my stop loss is supposed to be. Have you seen? Now if I check, look at what that thing is saying. Say if I lose minus $1.81, that's going to be lost. That's going to be lost. And then the pips is 17.9. That 179 there means 17.9. You understand? That's what is going to lose if I lose. So I'm losing 17.9 pips. So that means 17.9 pips. That means I should be gaining 17 times 17, which should be around. How I usually know is that, okay, see, if I lose 1.81, or let me just make it $2 at once. So if I lose, I should lose $2, around $2, right? See, I'm trying to make that $2. That's 1.99 now. 1.99. I want it to be at least $2. That's around $2 now. So if I gain, I want to be gaining at least $4. So you see. So if sometimes I will lose, quite alright. I'm losing only $2. But if the times I win, I'm winning $4. That's a good risk reward ratio. That means at least I'm risking 1% to get 2%. So you can do that for a buy. So this trade, I don't calculate it. So let me just cancel it. You can do that for a buy. Now, new order, and then you buy. Okay. If you are buying now, your stop loss is going to be below, because you are saying that the market will go up. I don't know if you understand. You are saying the market. That time we were selling. That's why our stop loss was above. That's where we are expecting that we will lose if the market gets there, was above. Now that we are buying, we are expecting that the market will follow this trend. You see, all of this was buy. It was going up. So we expect that the market will follow this buying pressure. So that means our stop loss will be below. Our stop loss will be below. So I will just click and drag. Alright. Now that's where our stop loss will be below. So we expect that, okay, if we lose, it's telling us that if we lose, we will lose minus 2.74. So our profit must be plus 4 point something. So that if we lose, if this trade does not go well and we lose this trade, you know that we cannot lose every time. Subsequent time when we win, we'll be winning 4. So that those 4 can cover for our losses and all of that. So we'll only drag this to around 4. Let me make this understandable. So we'll drag this to around 4. So if we don't see 4, now it's 3 point something. So we 1 to C4, you see 4.21. So if we lose how much? These are our stop loss, Joe. Okay, we cannot be hoping to lose the same that we want to win. So now, okay, yes, if we lose $2.73, right? USD. All right, $2.73 USD. All right. Now that 2.70. This is telling you the pip. The pips is 27.0. I told you 270 means 27.0. You understand? So it's those first two figures that is important. 27.0. Now we are gaining 41.8, which will amount to, because of the lot size that we use, the lot size of 10 cents that we use, it will amount to what? $4 plus $4. If the thing goes this direction, we are gaining $4.24. If it goes our negative direction, since we are saying that it will go up, if it goes negative of where we are saying, it means that we'll lose 2.73. You understand? So that's what it is. Now, if I place the same trade in the opposite direction, my stop loss will be here. That means if the market goes negative of where I say it will go, I'll lose. When it comes here, I'll lose rather. So it's whether you are right or wrong. That's what Forex is all about. Whether you are right or wrong. I don't know if you understand. Based on your analysis. So when we get to analysis part, you will show you how to do analysis and place trade that has high probability of winning. You understand? High probability of winning. So you understand all those aspects now, right?
Yes.
So that is what it is. That is what it is. So what our entry here? You see how this plays out. This we are placing this trade around here when this has not happened. So for whatever reason, we had our entry here. Okay, we had our entry at 107.351, and then we had our stop loss at 57.8 pips, which was below our V. Okay, which was below our V. Then we had our take profit at 115.5.6 rather, which is 1:2. That means we are risking this much to get this much, 1:2 at least. Now, if we were to enter this short position, I told you if you are forecasting the market wants to go up, it's long. Now, if I to enter a short position, we come here to this tool and click on short. And then let's say we are to enter here. Look at where I'm entering at this level of 108.351. So I'll just come here, click on this first of all, and put where I want to enter. Alright? Put where I want to enter. So I'll copy the figure. That is that I can look at the figure here and just write it down rather than doing this, than double clicking and then copying the coordinate. I've copied the coordinate now. Now because we expect that the market wants to go down. It's depending on what somebody can come here and expect that the market wants to go up, and then the market goes down and hit the person's stop loss. The person loses. Okay, he loses some amount of money, which is okay. That trade did not work. It doesn't mean that the next trade will not work. I don't even understand. Now, you were right that the market wants to go down, and you see that the market has proven you right that you were right. Now, you are placing your trade at 108.359 for a down, which means you are selling. I would bring my short. Short means sell, it means down. You are forecasting that the market wants to go down. So I'll place it anywhere in my chart and then edit. That entry now will be the figure 108.359. I will edit to that figure. So you see that the market will move to that point. Now see the red now is up. Then the green, which is profit, is down. You understand? Red is up, the green is down. So this is my entry. This is the entry candle, whatever. I'm now taking it to get a V. If you notice, this is a V. Okay, this is a V. It looks like it looks like an N. Market going up, 10 down. Alright, so I will put it above that V. Alright, above that V. And then all of this should be profit for me. So now after taking my stop loss, you have to determine your stop loss so you can determine where your take profit will be. Alright, now this was my entry. Now I want to put it above the N. You see the curve going up, coming down. I want to put it above the N. After putting it above the N, I discovered that it was 34.0. That's 340 mini pips. So that means 34.0 pips. Now 34.0 times 2, because I want it to be at least 2 times what I'm risking. So that if this hits my stop loss, if it does not go in our direction and hits my stop loss, I should be losing 34.0 pips. But if it doesn't hit my stop loss, it goes rather in my direction, I should be winning how much? 34.0. That's 34 times 2. That will be what I should be expecting to win.
68.
Yes, that is 68. Oh, no. It's not supposed to be 68. It's supposed to be 680. Yes, because of mini pips and whatever. Have you seen it? That's how we use this tool. So now if I'm to ask you to find to place, let me give you a position now. I will tell you to place short, I will tell you to place buy. Now if I'm to place my this my tool here, 107.6.981. Can you place a sell position at 107.981 using our long and short tool? That's this tool. Can you place a sell? That's a short position. What a sell means is short. So can you place a short position at 107.981?
The sell is down, right?
Yes, sell is down, buy is up. That means if you have to place a sell position here, you are expecting that the market should go down, which we have seen now that the market went down. So I'm telling you, place a sell using this tool, this very tool that is right in front of you. Place a sell position at 107.981. Can you do that?
Yeah, right.
You can double click to get the coordinate and Control A to copy that. That's to highlight all of it and copy. Or you can just write that out. It's not necessary that you must do what I do. 107.981. You get your short tool and then you do what you're supposed to do.
How do I copy it?
You can say Control A. That's how you have highlighted everything, then Control C. You have copied. So what else? What next? I've copied for you. If you need help, just say you need help rather than
Please, I need help.
simple. Now, this is where you want. This is the figure. You can write it out. It's not necessary that you must copy that what I just did. So what is the figure? 107.981. You come to this tool. These are the tools. They are all here for you. But we are using this tool in this scenario. What are we expecting? We're expecting that the market will go down. Very important. If it's down, it's short you will use. If it's up, it's long you will use. Now you understand. Now we expect that the market will go down, so we place short. Now we place it anywhere. I can decide to place it here. I can decide to place it here. Anywhere at all I want. That's where I'm going to place that my or whatever. That my tool. Okay. Now I've placed it anywhere I like. Alright, I placed it here, for example. I would have to click to edit. I will double click on it to edit and I open its own coordinate and then tend to fix in that figure we copied of that line, which is 107.981, so that it will align with that line. See, that's aligned with that line. Understand? Now I usually just drag my stop loss to wherever I have a V. That's where I see something like this happening. That's market going up, turn down. Anywhere, it can be anywhere. I can drag it to this one and see this where I see my V. Everybody sees differently. Or I can say, okay, my own stop loss should be always 30. That means it should always be 300. That's 30. Alright. Somebody may say my own should be always be 10. Fixed stop loss. So there are different reasons why you do what you do in the foreign market. But I'm just trying to tell you how I do mine. Okay. Now this person own his own is always 30. That means if your own is always 30, your take profit should be at least always 600 and above. Alright, which is 60 and above. So what is most important that you know your entry and you know what you want to do at that your entry. Most important, you know your entry and you know what you want to do. So now I knew that my entry would be at 107.989, is it 96981 here? And I use my short tool to determine, to just show this is a visual representation of what you are expecting to happen. When you are placing this trade at this range, this has not happened. This has not happened. Okay, I'm just, because it has happened now where I can see, right? It's easy for us to see and say, okay, it went down, so we should place a short. But at this point, there were some confirmation. There were rather what I will teach you in the strategy that is making you to place this short trade. Don't you understand? Those are the reasons. So now 107.981 is supposed to be our entry, and we just click a random this tool. We clicked it from here because we expect the market to go down, so we are using the down tool, short tool, and then we edit and put this figure 107.981. That is it. it goes to that our entry, so that we can now drag and our expected profit, and that's so that it will be, if we see our fixed stop loss should be 300, that's 30 pips, we leave it at 300. If we want our, if that is 300, we should be looking for at least 600. Have you seen it? That's all. So let's say now our fixed stop loss is about is 300, then our take profit is about 600. That's our fix now. So now can you place a buy position from there? A buy position from that 107.981. Because buy means up, sell means what? Down.
Where is that distance set?
You should recognize all of that. Not that it's there, down there, yes. So you should recognize it. No, don't click on that. You should click on the drop out menu. This one.
Okay.
When you click on that, the menu goes out.
Okay.
And here, then you now click on the position you want. Is it long or short? You place anywhere. First of all, you can place on that exact spot. So there are people that can come here to this. You are looking at this cross. You come here. The easiest way to do that is to click here. You see it is there. I don't know if you understand. You don't need to come and you don't need to. It's exactly at 107.981. You understand? But if you mistakenly clicked on another place, you come here, edit, and then simply insert what we have, and it goes there. I don't know if you understand. Then this was a losing trade because you were seeing that it was going to go up, but it rather went down and hit your stop loss. So you have lost that. So many people, when you were selling, when the person that was right was selling here, another person that was wrong was rather buying here. So you see, anything can happen in the forex market. So now, let's just say you have a fixed stop loss of about 300. Now your stop loss is, notice that when now your stop loss is below, because you're expecting that the market should go up, right? That means your profit should be when the market is going up, right? Now the market went down, your stop loss is now below, because you were saying the market will go up. But if you were saying that the market will go down, that's your own forecast based on whatever is your confirmation, and the market will go down. And you notice that the red side now is up, which is your stop loss, which can be any distance, which can be 30, that's 3, which can be 300, which can be any distance. All right, 600. I know you understand.
Yeah.
So if you are saying something wants to go down, if the thing is not going down, that means it's going negative of your expected direction, right? That's when it should take you out, because this will be minus. As it's going up, it will be -1, -2. Maybe you say $1 per pip, -1, -2, -3, -$30. But if it's going in your expected direction, which you have placed a sell order for, it will be plus, 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 plus. But if it's going negative, so you are the one that will make the decision to either buy or sell. The broker doesn't force you. They don't tell you buy or sell anywhere you want. All right, based on what you have analyzed, based on fundamentals that we saw in investing income, based on whatever. And I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to know when to buy and when to sell. So can somebody just? I want you guys to place I want you to use this tool. I want you to place you place a short position at this level 107.981, and then you place a long position at that level. So what does short position mean again? Let me just see if you understand.
Short position means when you want to sell.
And what does sell means?
Sell means you have to place
Market
a short
is-
position. When the market is
going down. Yes. Then what does long means?
Market is going up.
Yes, when it's going up. So can you place a short position at 107.981?
From this chart here.
Yes, from this chart. That's using that tool.
Just by exactly what you've told us, so I
Yes.
can really place a short position.
No, just
Just
actually
okay.
place it from what we have there.
Okay.
Using that tool. I decided to put it there, which is okay.
So
I think your hand shift, so you can still set it to be exactly where you want it to be. Double click if you need to. And you have to click.
okay, this one is good.
You do it again. You have to click and edit.
From here.
No. Your thing is still there now. Go to your entry where you want your entry to be. You type what you want.
How did you do that one? Control.
Type. No, I've already copied it. Just type, just to show you that this is where you're looking. type 107.981. 107.981. Then you click on OK. That's where click on OK. Have you seen it? So you can determine this your stop loss range can be 30 pips based on what your strategy is. That's your strategy plan. It can be anything. So notice that if your that is 30 pips, your take profit should be at least 60. Right? If that's 30, this one should be 60. That's 30. Yeah, it will show 300. 300 here is 30. And then 60 means 60 pips. So 600 means 60 pips. So can you just show us how you can do a long position at all? And that's in that same level. A long position. What do you want to do?
I want to type in this figure.
Okay, click, do what you did before. Yes, place it anywhere. Now double click on that stuff, on that tool that you just placed. Double click. When I say double click, you do this. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's there now. 1, 2. And then you come to entry and edit. You click on entry. Then you edit what is there to what we are looking at. 107.
No, it's one of
107.
okay. One page 2.
So now notice that your stop loss, because this is a long position, which means buy. Notice that your stop loss is below. Notice that your stop loss is below, and then your expected direction is up. The market did not go in your expected direction; it rather went down and hit your stop loss. Thank you very much. So now that's what it is. Now let's move further. Currency pairing and what you need to know about currency pairing. We have different currency pairs in Forex. We have the Euro USD, AUD, USD JPY, and all of them. Alright. How this works is that the Forex market is traded in pairs. What that means is that it's the divergence, the difference between when I say divergence, I mean strength and weakness of these various economies. What is being traded in the foreign financial market. We cannot trade one. We cannot just trade euro. If I say a trade must happen, it has to be between two things, right? If I want to buy bread, I'm trying to trade. Sorry, how will I put that? I want to buy. There has to be an exchange. That's why we call this foreign exchange. Okay, I will exchange my money for the bread. Now you are exchanging either the euro for the USD or you are exchanging the USD for the euro. It's that simple. It has to be in pairs. There have to be two things that are being traded. That's why we call this trading. Okay, so the forex market is traded in pairs, in twos. Alright, AUD CAD, Euro USD, USD JPY. Those are our pairs that we have. Alright, that you trade any of those pairs that you like. Alright, so we are trading the strength over the weakness or the weakness over the strength of a particular financial asset. When a pair like the USD JPY, as we have seen, is going up, it means that the USD is strong. That means there's strength in the USD. But if it is going down, it means that the USD is weak because of pairing. Alright, that is weak in relation to JPY. Is weak in relation to JPY. So we have Euro, which is a different currency over here. Euro, which is a different currency. Then we have USD, which is a different currency. Those are the two pairs that are being traded now that we are looking at the moment. We have AUD CAD. AUD is a different currency. That's Australian dollar. CAD, Canadian dollar. Two different currencies. They are coming together as a pair so that we can now trade. When we buy AUD CAD, that means we have bought AUD and we have sold CAD. You understand? That means we are forecasting that the market will go up. When they say buy AUD CAD, we are forecasting that the market will go up. That's what we just did now, long and short position. If they say sell AUD CAD, that means you are forecasting that AUD will be weak. It will go down. As simple as that. Don't confuse yourself. That's what it is. So now, the forex market is traded in pairs. What that means is that the strength or weakness is what is being traded. If euro is weak, and we know we have been able to find out that euro is going to weaken based on fundamental and whatever we have. We are going to sell euro. And how do we sell euro? We go to the currency pair that has euro in front, by the left. Right now, let me disintegrate what euro US dollars means. Euro. Now, if you want to say euro US dollar, what do you mention first? Euro, right? Euro is the base pair. US dollars is the subsidiary. Now, if you want to say AUD card, what do you mention first? AUD. The one you mention first is the base, is the major, is what the chart is all about. While the other one is the subsidiary. Alright? So now, in euro US dollars, whatever we see in that chart of euro US dollars is talking about euro in relation to US dollars. So if it's going up, it means euro is strengthening in relation to US dollar. If it's going down, euro is weakening in relation to what? US dollars. Because the chart is euro US dollars. It's just like Ima, and then we have David. Ima is the base pair because Ima I called first. Ima is by my left. David is by my right. So if I want to draw a chart of, you guys are fighting now, for example. If I want to draw a chart of the fight, because Ima is by my left, the chart is about Ima. Now, if Ima is beating you, the chart will be going up. If you are beating Ima, the chart will be going down. But the chart is about Ima. It's showing what is showing Ima. It's showing what is happening in the fight. You understand? In comparison to you. But the base is the owner of the chart. Is the owner of the whole euro now. Is the owner of the chart. Is the one that if it's going up, that means euro is strengthening. If it's going down, it's going. But what is it? Why is it strengthening? It's strengthening against something, which is the US dollars. You understand? That because the pair is euro US dollars. Ima against David. Understand? Now, so all these currency pairs are brought to float freely in the forex market, all right, based on trader sentiments, based on what, because when we talk about what moves the market, I told you that it's trader sentiment towards the fundamentals and price action, right? So how do these sentiments play out? It's by demand and supply. Demand and supply. When the demand for a particular commodity is high, what happens? The price goes up, right? Because it has shown that, okay, this thing is valuable. When the demand for a particular commodity is low, it shows that that thing is not valuable. So the price will go down, they'll make it cheap. Water, we have water everywhere. That's why water is 10 naira. Don't you understand? So now, if the economy of Europe is doing well, that's shown to be very good, euro will be going up. That's Ima will be going up. If Ima has shown to have maybe you know how we used to do PS3 now. You see that, so they'll show you that this person's strength is at 100, this one is at 99. Because his own is at 100, it will be going up. But when maybe after the fight now he's getting weak, we show you that his own is now reducing to 50. The other person is higher. This other one will go up. So the chart is about euro, but it's telling you how euro is relating to US dollars. Now let's look at that chart. Now we have this chart, for example, this whole chart. Let me now make this chart clear. You see this from this place, the market started going down, right? That's generally when you see red candles, it means that for that moment the market was going down. Overall direction down.
Sorry, apart from the red candle, is there any other indication again that will show that the market goes up and go down?
No.
It's only the candles.
The red
For
candle.
now,
the
we are
red,
talking of price action. We don't look at any indicators. What we are doing, we are just talking of price action. And what I'm explaining is it's basically what is happening. So now let me just place from here to here. The market is going down. I don't want you to see the general overview of what is happening.
Okay.
The market is going down. This is not binary option that will determine whether we want to determine candles. We are not. We are just determining if you enter here, all of this will profit for you. If you enter here for a buy, all of this will profit for you. So now, this is a graph of USD JPY. That means USD against Japanese. If it is going down, it means USD is weakening. That means Japanese are doing better. They are beating USD. You see it going down. When USD start beating Japanese, it will start going up. Your duty as a trader is not to come and look at this is red, this is blue. That is not your duty. Your duty is to forecast where this thing is going to go. Who is going to beat who? Is it the USD or the JPY at this moment? Based on fundamental, go to your investing.com. Based on what you are seeing on investing.com, based on what I've taught you on how to determine. Don't even understand. Based on what I teach you is what you are going to be looking for to either buy or sell. If you buy here, all right, and your stop loss is here, Sorry, if you buy here, that means your market is supposed to go up, right? Your stop loss should be down here. And the market goes down and hit your stop loss, you have lost that trade. But if you sell here and your stop loss is above here, so why your market does not go and hit your stop loss and it goes down, that's all profit for you. I don't even understand.
Yes.
So now, when they say that the USD is weak, it means it's going down. So the USD was weak from this date. Look down here, you see the date. Look down here, look down. That black line, I'm trying to show you, this is black line. You see the date. 18th of June 2019, USD was weak. So that's from 18th of June to around this 25th of June, USD was weak. But from 25th of June to around this, okay, I think to around here, to around 27, USD was strong because it was going up. When USD is weak, Japanese is strong. So as USD, but this chart is showing us USD. Forget Japan. This is showing us USD in relation to what? Japan. So if this chart is going down, telling you USD is weak, oh, if it's going up, USD is strong, oh. If it's going down, USD is weak, oh. If it's going up in relation to Japan, USD is strong in relation to Japan. USD is weak in relation to Japan. That's what it is. But now, this is a 4 hours candle. How do I know? This is where we set this. Look at where I'm clicking. This is where I'm clicking. We can set to any time frame, but analysis according to our strategy is done on the 4 hours time frame. What does that mean? That each of these candles are 4 hours. It takes 4 hours for each of these candles to form. Each of these candles to form. Alright? Each of these candles to form. Alright? Each of these candles to form. It takes only 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours for each of these candles to form. Okay? So if I take this down to 1 hour, what does that mean? It takes 1 hour for each of these candles to form. 1 full hour, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. For each of these candles to form. I don't even understand. But if I take it to 4 hours, it means each of those candles that we are seeing it's what has happened. The whole thing that happened in 4 hours. Everything that happened in 1 hour. Everything that happened in. Sorry, if I take it to 4 hours, it's everything that happened in 4 hours is being summarized. Listen, summarized in one candle.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Summarized in one candle. So now this very candle, let's look at this red candle we see here. It's telling us that the market was short for 1 hour, for 4 hours. Alright? Now, the market was short for 4 hours. Yeah, the market was long for, it was going up. It went up small for 4 hours. It went up for 4 hours. Yeah, it went down. If you notice, this will tell you that the market wants to go down because you are seeing the longer weeks from here was telling you that this market wants to go down. Or this one was a little bit big, but see, long. All the up ones were down, were small. But you see the short ones, they were very big. Don't you understand? Now the market wants to go down. I don't even understand. Now, you see the green candle. Green candles are telling you that the market wants to go up. Red candles are telling you that the market wants to go down. That is telling you that for 4 hours, not that the market wants to. For the whole 4 hours, the market went down. For another 4 hours, the market went up. That's when we see this green candle. That's what this is telling you. There's nothing more to that. Now let me just explain what that is. This is how a candle is formed. This is how a candle looks like. This is a candle. Okay. Now this is a red candle. On smaller time frames, this one red candle can be a long trend. I don't know if you understand. This whole thing on a weekly time frame is one candle. All of this whole thing you are seeing, so from year to year can be one candle, and that candle will be what?
Red. No.
Why will it be red? It will be green. Why is
Sorry,
it green? Because
it's going up.
it's going up.
Yes.
So this whole movement from up here to here can be one candle on a weekly time frame. That means you are summarizing the whole movement into 1 week. Don't you understand? But now this for 4 hours, that means for the whole 4 hours, what was happening for a whole 4 hours? It's what we are seeing here. What was happening for the whole 4 hours? So now let's disintegrate what red means. Red simply means that for a whole 4 hours the market was going down. If something must go down, it means it started here, but it started up, then it went down. So this candle started here, it went down and closed here. So for a whole 4 hours, this candle that started here was going downward. So for a red candle to form, it must have a beginning that is above, and then a close that is below. So you say it's a red candle. Now, let's say this is a green candle. Let me make it green. This is a green candle, okay? A green candle when I say something went up, it has to start from below here now. Now this market went up. We have seen that this market went up, but it started here. This is where the up started. From here up. Okay. Now this candle is still the same thing like this on a weekly. This is just one candle, right? Because it's summarizing everything that happened in that week. This is just one candle. Now, if this is a green candle, that means the market started from down and closed up. Red means the market started from up and closed down. So all these candles are telling you what happened in 4 hours because we have set that we want to do analysis based on the 4 hour information. I don't even understand. Yes. We have said that our analysis should be based on 4 hours. That means each of these candles they'll be opening and closing in 4 hours. Don't even understand. So now, for a whole 4 hours, this one was going down. They don't really mean anything, but they help. They help in the indication. They don't really mean like now. See, even in this downtrend, this is a downtrend. Overall, this market was going down. We see in this overall downtrend, we see some atom of green, of strength to these other people, to USD was strong at this few moments. But overall, it was going down. I don't even understand. But we see some atom of strength in between. Atom of strength. That means the time that for a whole 4 hours in this moment, in this particular point in time, the market was going up. Then this moment it started, the down has resumed again. It went up again, it went down, went up again. That's how the market moves. You cannot expect to see the market move in a straight direction like this as I've drawn here. It's not possible. It doesn't happen. If it was like this, for it would be so simple. But it happens like this. It goes up, okay, then come down small. Goes up, then come down again. I don't even understand. That's how forex move. I'm just trying to illustrate something. Don't even understand. So that is what it is. Now let me just draw this movement so you see what it is. It went up and stopped here, and then it came down. It went up again, and then just trying to represent it. It went down to this extent, and then give you this small up, this small movement to the upside, yeah, and then it went down. See, it's not in the straight direction, but it's making it. It's actually going down. I don't even understand. It goes up, and then went down. Okay, then it goes up. But overall, what is this doing? It's going down. Overall, what is this whole thing doing? It's going up. I don't even understand. That's
going
what
up.
it is.
This is
Now this is going down. From here it is going down. I don't even understand.
yes.
Whatever is your strategy will make you to enter here or to enter here for a buy or for whatever based on your strategy. So that is what it is. So currency pair.
Your strategy is either to sell or to buy.
Yes, your strategy is what indicates to you either to sell or to buy. I don't even understand. Your strategy based on if 1, 2, 3 happen, that strategy is based on rules. It's a certain rules. If 1, 2, 3 happen, you should buy. If 1, 2, 3 happen, you should sell. So risk management. Risk management states that you should not risk more than 3% of your account at any given trade. At any given trade, you should not risk more than 3% of your account. Okay. And then if you must risk 3% of your account, you should be willing to get at least 6% of your account. That's 1:2. All right, 1:2. So now let's go back to what we had studied because it's centered around that same thing. Stop loss discount. I'll show you that stop loss discount, that stop loss range that we talked about, plus currency pair equals to lot size. I want to show you how you can get lot size based on your account size. I don't know if you understand. Based on your account size, very important. Now, this is our chart. Can somebody, based on what we have learned, place a short trade there? A short trade at 108.048. Can somebody do that? Short trade, which means sell. You want to sell, the market is going down. Short trade. Short trade means the market wants to go down, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can do it like that or anyhow. So now you have placed a short trade, right? Now, according to this instruction, it should be on GBP USD. So we just made a mistake. So we should go. This is not GBP USD. This is USD JPY. So we should come here and type GBP USD. This is where we type our trade. Now it's in cryptocurrency because then I was trading cryptocurrency. Now, so let's go to Forex, or you just go to all right, and then you click on GBP USD. So can you do that again? Can you do what you just did now again? That's to open short position. Click on short at any. Let's open it at 1.26 or whatever. You want to open a short trade. Click anywhere and then just type. Well, you want to take it there exactly. It's still cool.
Anywhere.
No, if you want to take it to, I want you to open it at that red black line so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't want to do, you just edit. So there's no need to move the black line.
Okay.
Click on the two you just placed and edit the entry.
This two here.
Not that two, that's not the two you just placed. This is the two you placed.
Okay.
Yes. You double click and then you edit the entry to where that black line is. That black line, this is the scale that is showing you where the black line is.
Okay.
So you have to edit to where that black line is.
So I have to copy this up one.
You don't need to copy, you are seeing it, it's 1.29 or whatever. So you just type it there at the entry. You don't need to copy. That copy was just a form of showing you how to do it. Points.
296448.
Then you click on OK. Okay, do it again.
I'm coming.
Double click. It's trying to copy the coordinates. What are you doing?
No. Okay, I will have typed on okay.
Yeah, see. This is where I want you to place the trade, right?
Mm.
And I want you to place what?
A short trade.
Simple. I'll just simply come here, click on short. Anywhere.
Okay.
Edit. Because I've copied the coordinate. Have I copied the coordinate? But however, even though I've not copied the coordinate, this is what we are looking at. This is what we are looking at. 1.26.
And that's what I've copied there.
1.26596. Bam, it goes there.
Okay.
If I don't want to do it like that, there are many ways to kill a fish. Short. I just come here. I tend to this cross to align with here. So as the cross align, I click. It opens there. Don't you understand? See, it's a very, very simple thing. So now we are following this instruction that says it should be 10 pips. So 10 pips means 100, right? So we'll come here, we edit and make this 100, right? 100. That's 10 pips. And then it should be 100 though. So what lot size should we use? Have you seen it? Now, this is where we want to place our trade. We have found where we want to place our trade. Our entry is 1.26581, right? Our stop loss is 100. It's 10 pips. So that means our take profit should be around 200, which is 20 pips, right? Bam. We have known that one. Now, how do we know the lot size to use? Because I told you lot size is based on what? Account size. We'll come to myfxbook.com. Let me just go to it. www.myfxbook.com. www.myfxbook.com. Alright, that's what it is. Myfxbook.com. Myfxbook.com has opened. Okay. Now we want to use the currency converter. Where is that place? Yes, this is it. Forex calculators. You come to home. The drop down menu will show. You click on Forex calculator. Forex calculator. Have you seen it? Then now they will show you the different kinds of Forex calculator. But we want position size calculator. We want to know the lot size to use. That's why we went to position size calculator. You see the steps. From home, we go to calculator. From calculator, we go to position size calculator. Now we're in position size calculator. What currency pair? What currency is your account? Your account currency?
Is Australian.
No. This is our balance. It's 95.28 US dollars.
Yes.
95 point, then it's US dollar. That's our account currency. Our what? Account currency. So now we simply come here. If that was pounds, we click. But now this is US dollar. That is okay. What is our account size?
98,
95.26.
95.28.
That's our account size. So we just fill in the information. 90 what?
5.28.
5.28. Our account size. What is our risk ratio? How many percent of our account want to risk? Remember, we should not risk more than 3%. So it should be either 1 or 2 or 3. Nothing more than 3%. You are following rules. This is when discipline now comes in. Let's say 1%. That means you are risking 1% of your account. Or let's say 2%. Alright, let's say 1% first of all. Now, you want this thing to calculate 1% of your account for you to tell you the lot size to use, right? Now, what is your stop loss? It's telling you what is your stop loss. They say we should use 10 pips stop loss, and the currency pair should be GBP USD. Now, currency pair GBP USD. Now, your stop loss is 10 pips, which is 100 here, right? But you not put 100 there, you put 10, right? So you come to my FX book. Now they say you should put 10 pips. You put 10 pips. Because that's what that 100 means. Here you are being specific. Now, currency pair that you want it to calculate for you, because all these currency pair have their different calculation. Alright, now I'm going to GBP USD. I'm looking for GBP USD. Yes, this is it. So now we all have everything we need. So we just click on calculate. What has it done? That's calculated what 10 pips will be. It even told us that if the market goes 10 pips and we are using 0, this is the lot size we should use. You understand? That means we should use 0.01. That's the lot size we should use. I don't know if you understand. That is the lot size we should use. So it has told us that if you want to place this trade, you want to place this sell trade, we should not use anything. If you want to be risking 1% of our account, we should not use anything more than, that's with a 10 pip stop loss. We should not use anything more than 0. Our lot size should be 0.01 based on our account size. Now let me show you something. If this account was 300, you see that if everything remains the same, it told us we should use 0.03. That's the lot size we should use. The same trade though, the same 10 pips, the same everything, the same currency pair, but now different lot size based on your account. I don't even understand. If this account now was $1,000, the same everything, but see, tell you use 0.1. That's $1 per pip. So that if it goes negative, if we hit your stop loss, if market did not go in our direction, but rather went up and hit our stop loss, what are we losing? We're only losing $10. It will tell you how much you will lose. You will lose $10. The money you will lose, $10. If you hit your stop loss of 10 pips, you lose $10. Don't even understand. If you hit your stop loss of 10 pips, you lose $10. But if you hit your take profit, this is your take profit because it's 1:2, ba. This is 1:2. 10:2. That means it's $20. That's if you use 0.01. That's 0.1. 0.1. Which means in forex it means $1 per pip. That's why you see 10 pips is giving you minus $10. That means 20 pips profit. That means it went to your direction. When I say profit, it means it went to your direction. Would mean that you'll be plus 20 pips, which is $20, right? That's what it is. So now it's telling you that if you lose $10. But according to where you set your take profit, if you win $20. I don't even understand. That's what it is. So now, can somebody do for Euro US dollar 20 pip Euro US dollar? Who can do that?
20p.
Euro US dollar based on our account size that we have.
Still the short trade.
Still short, yes. You can be short of, but the important thing there is just knowing the stop loss, this time or whatever. So combining all we know, so you want to go to the graph?
Yes.
Now to go to the graph, this is our graph. So I told you how to go to a currency pair. You go there and type the currency pair that we want. No, not there. First of all, remember what the instruction says. We are finished with this one. It said 20 pips, Euro US dollars.
Okay.
This is GBP US dollars. Alright? Change this first of all. You come up here based on what we used to do our analysis. You change it to what Euro USD. You change it to Euro USD. Alright now. Let me go back to GBP USD so you change it GBP USD. So you change it from there to here. No euro. The E do not have EUR. That's our symbol. You don't have to complete the whole euro. Just say
Okay.
EUR USD.
Okay.
USD. Click on OK. You just click on OK. You just instead of going to scroll. Not even time. And now second instruction. It should be 20 pips. We have gotten first one euro US dollar. It should be 20 pips. Short position. Short position. Anywhere. Now I just permit you to put it anywhere, or let me be specific. Put it here. Put your short position starting from 1.13227. Let it be there. So anywhere you put it, make it to be at 1.13227.
1.3227. You should already know.
Have you taken it to 1.3 or whatever?
Yes.
Alright, and click on OK. Alright, it's there at 1.3227. Can you place a long position too at that level? Let me see. Place a long position at that level. Now this is for short position. Can you place a long position? That's a buy. Always understand long means buy or short means sell. So when I say buy and sell, you should know what that means. So buy at 1 point. Okay, you want to just place it directly. You like shortcut though. You can now put the figure you want.
You need a
You can double click. You edit it to the figure that we're expecting. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. So we type in the figure we are looking at. Remember, we are supposed to place that rate at 1. What's it?
1.327.
This whole forex, that's it people are doing. It's so simple. Have you seen?
Yes.
Where is the buy? It disappeared.
no, the buy is done.
The buy is supposed to show. Okay. Now this is your long position bar. You can either just come here using this cross and just place it here. It appears there. Or if it's here you place, you just come and edit. Because of practice, I have seen me doing it this fast. 1, 3, 3, 2, 2, 7. That's why I told you that this is more like a performance game. Something that when you do, you get used to it. So now we have achieved euro US dollars. We have been able to place at a level. Now let us see the
Still make me understand again. The green is
The what? Which
the
one?
green.
Which green? Which green?
This green means market is going.
No. Don't look at that side. This is what I was telling you when I was talking about those green candles and red candles. All of this green is indicating that for 4 hours because of our time frame. Alright, this is our time frame. Because of our time frame, 4 hours ago, market went up. 4 hours ago. Now, at this time, 4 hours, the whole 4 hours. That's the 4 hours between. Looking down here, you see the exact 4 hours. That's 13 o'clock. 13 o'clock is about
1 o'clock.
Yes, 1 o'clock, right? So for that till that 1 o'clock, market was going down from about 4 hours from 1 o'clock will be around I think 12. Sorry, to be around 10 o'clock or thereabout. So from 10 to 1, it was going down. So that's just what it is. From 10 to 1, it was going down. That's just what it is. So now, let's just go to what we have to do now. We have been able to get a long and short position. Alright, that's how we place our position. So now let's focus on the short. We edit. We want this to be 200. Alright, we want that to be 200. And then whenever it's 200, it should be 400. That's 1:2. Remember, 200 means 20
pips.
400 means
1:2.
no. 200 means what?
20 pips.
400 means what? 40.
40 pips.
Yes, because this thing is, I explain why it is like that. So now you have been able to note from your entry, you have been able to know where your stop loss will be, and then now you want to calculate the lot size to use. You want to calculate what the lot size to use. You come to my Facebook, I showed you how to go about this. Now, based on the accounts that we have, which is at 95.26, don't know if you understand. You type your account balance here, 95. You can just say 95. How many percent of your account you want to risk? 1%. It can be either 2%, it can be either 3%. I don't know if you understand. So let's say you agree that it should be 2% of your account. I don't even understand. Now, what's the stop loss range?
20 pips.
20 pips. That means so our stop loss. So in this case, because it's a sell, our stop loss is above. If it's a buy, like you placed a buy, the stop loss was below. I don't even understand. So now because it's a sell, the stop loss is 20. Alright, your take profit is what? 40, right? Now, my FX book, you come back. Now you exchange this to 20. Because according to our instruction, we should do that 20 pips. Then we come to Euro US dollars. Which Euro US dollars? Which Euro US dollars? You come to Euro US dollars and then you click on, and it tells you that for this trade you want to take, for you to be risking 2% of your account, your lot size must be 0.009. This is where psychology, this is where intelligence now comes. There is no lot size in forex that is 0.009. So you round this up to the least lot size, which is 0.01. Because you round this to from this, you take it here to 1. Okay, 0.01. So if I'm to place this trade, I will place it at 0.01. Don't you understand? That's just what it is. So we'll put all of this together. Who can do this? Who can do for 30 pips AUD NZD? Who can do that? Can you? Let's go to AUD NZD. I want to see how you go to the pair, how you calculate the pips and everything. Always click. This is Apple's. Let's click.
Okay.
AUD NZD. Yes, we click.
As this AUD means Australian
dollar, New Zealand dollar. Just click on OK. No need to go and pass through those things. So now they say set what? Maybe all my analysis. The instruction was
We should do for
30
30
pips.
pips.
Yes. So you just let's do short position at this level. Okay, at the current market price. I want you to short at the current market price. Look at the current market price here, 1.00 or whatever. So let me see how well you understand this. Short at the current market price. You see the current market price?
Yes.
Mark, can you do that?
Yes, I'm watching.
The current market price. That's how you. Those one we're doing were at past. You know. Now this is at current market price. Good. That's current market price, right? And then edit, make it. Is it 30? Let's say.
Yeah, yes, 30.
So the stop loss has to be 30.
Yes. That's
300. That's not stop loss, that's profit. Always read what is by the left.
You click first.
300. If that one is 300, that means
Click first.
the other one should be what?
6.
600, at least 1:2. Always, the more you imbibe that, the more you become successful. Okay, so you did something that made your
this thing to go off. So
you go back and do it again.
No.
Yes, when it goes, you now pick. And then you obviously go to where you want to set that, where the market is. You should try to go closer to where the market is now. So that you don't confuse yourself. That's when I say go closer, well, so that it doesn't confuse you. All I simply mean is that after you must have clicked this, you should try to come here, not
this side.
so that where it's close to where market is. I don't know if you understand. And then you look for that line and put. See that current market price, okay? So you now edit, I say 20 pips, so is it 30 pips? I say 30. That means 300. 300, right? And then the other one should be 600. You see, we'll place this trade. This exact trade. You see as we'll place it. Okay. Now you want to know the lot size to use for this trade, right? You want to know the lot size to do what to use for this trade. Now, how do you calculate? You go to my FX book and calculate the lot size to use for a 30 pip stop loss for this trade. We'll place this exact trade. I'll show you how easy it is to place a trade.
How do you go to my Facebook? Just this one.
Yes, it's just to open the tab that I opened it at.
Yes.
So now you go. I'll show you how we can place this exact trade.
Using this my balance, this account
Yes.
balance.
Yes.
Yes.
Using the account balance. That's the account balance we have.
When you-
Make sure that it's the account balance that you have.
So let me go and check. I need to
No,
check.
but obviously,
It's
obviously.
AUD. You change this AUD to.
No, that's US dollars. The account is in US dollars.
Okay.
Yes. And then all you just need to do, what risk percentage you want us to be risking, first of all. Because we have to follow it in order.
Let's see.
Account balance, 95. Risk percentage, I told you we should not risk more than 3. So should we risk 3? Should we risk 2? Should we risk 1? According to your risk appetite. On your 96 and on $95.
Let's risk one.
Let's check.
1. No, don't click on anything. Just skip. Go another place and click. And then what did I say we should risk? 30.
30.
Right? That's there it's 300, but here it's 30. Because it's 30 people, that 300 means
And I
30.
need to
So the
point it
currency pair should be what? AUD,
AUD card. AUD
NZD,
NZD.
right? Be sure, but I know that is it anyway. That's it. You click. So now it calculates what should be your.
0.05.
Let's calculate. Have you seen it? It should be 0.005.
0.05.
And remember, the least in forex is 0.01. There's nothing like 0.005. Alright, so we now go to that list, we round up to that list, you understand? So which is 0.01, which is the least loss size. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
So now, if we use the least loss size, we should be hoping to lose $1. If we are hoping to lose $1, that means if we win, we should be winning $2. So now, let's go and place that trade. We now know that we should use what? 0.01 because it's the least. There's nothing like 0.05. I don't know if you understand. You now know what you want to do. That okay, my lot size. You now have your lot size. What I usually do is I will copy this lot size. I just say 0.01 is the lot size I want to use. So I copy it and write here on this chart. I come here to text. This is your text. You click here. This is text. You place it anywhere just to keep yourself reminded. Say 0.01. I know you understand. You click. So it's to remind you. So now we have this whole scenario. The market is moving at the moment. See how we place this trade. Since we are placing at where the market is now, we'll just go to our chart and place. So we'll go here. We'll come here. This is our platform. 95 out of our balance. We come to new order. We can first of all look for that AUDNZD here at your watch list. But if you don't want to confuse yourself much, you come to new order. Alright, first of all, you now click here and look for AUDNZD. See your AUDNZD here. Well, in case you don't see it that easily, you just type A. It starts giving you things about A. Let me just see if I can do that. AUD. Okay, sorry. You type or you just look for it here. You click on this symbol and then you look for AUDNZD. When you see AUDNZD, tell me, have you seen AUDNZD?
Yes.
Okay, yes, perfect. So we click on AUDNZD. What loss size did they say we should use?
0.01.
0.01, right? Now, what is our stop loss?
30.
Our stop loss is 30, but you cannot write 30 there. You have to put the figure.
300.
It doesn't have to be 300, right? It has to be this price.
Okay.
Because this price is is symbolic. What you did here, you set it at 30 here, right? Now, this is the price that is 30 pips away from your entry. Because see your entry, 1 point. Now, this is the price that is 30 pips away from your entry. So you copy this one. Control, copy, right? Then you go to where you have your stop loss. You can write that out, and then you can write that out. All right, that's your stop loss.
How do you do control copy?
No, that's not important. Or just you can write it out rather than coming to confuse yourself here. Where's pen and paper? Our stop loss is supposed to be at 1.05038, right? So that's what we just came here and type. Our take profit is supposed to be at 1. I'm just copying it. 1.04133. 0.05738.
Mm.
Alright, that's supposed to be our take profit. So we'll come here and paste. So since we are to sell, we sell by market. Okay, wait, this is an ECN account. ECN account, you don't put stop loss first of all. You don't put all of this. You place your trade and you modify. But if it was another account, it would have gone. I don't know if you understand. So since I say we should sell at current market price, we click on sell. I don't know if you understand. We click on sell. You know, we have done our analysis on that place, so we know why we are selling. All right, whatever analysis we did. Now, since it's ECN, we come here, we click on this our AUD, this is our trade that is trading now, and then we right click, and then we see modify. We click on modify, and then we now put our stop loss, that stop loss that we copied. This stop loss, our stop loss is 30 pips, but it's not this 30 we'll put there. We'll put this price, which is 30 pips away from your entry. All right. And remember, when we're talking about stop loss range, this is the distance in pips from entry to where the broker is expected to close your position with a loss. Now, take profit range. It's the distance in pips from entry to where the broker is expected to book profit. That's to close your position with a profit, right? Now, let's go back and explain what that means. Our entry was what? 1.04738, right? Our stop loss was what? Our stop loss is where broker is supposed to close our trade if it's going wrong, right? And that is 1.05038, where broker is supposed to close our trade with loss. Our take profit, because we are seeing the market wants to go down, will be down, which is at 1.04138, which is supposed to be our range is supposed to be from entry. That's our entry to this place. That's our take profit range. So if it goes there, we hit our take profit and we make money. So take profit range is the distance in pip from entry to where the broker is expected to book profit, to close your position with profit. So this trade, we'll see how it will play out at the end of the day. I don't know if you understand. So now, copy this out. Your 30 pips away from your entry, it's 1.05038. That's what I have copied though. To go and, I'm about to edit this. I will now contribute. I don't know if you understand. Another way of doing that, I think this is a new thing I'm just seeing. I've not seen this before. But see you. I just discovered this. Let me see if it is correct. Okay, I will go back to that. I'm just seeing this for the first time. $105. Okay, it has to be 300 points. Let me see. I just discovered that now, which is very cool. But let's leave that. I will go back to what I just discovered. Okay, now see. So our stop level is 300, right? And that 300 was 1.05038, right? Now see what I just discovered. I discovered that if you type in 300 here, you type in 300, which was supposed to be our stop level, 300. It's going to tell you the price at which 300 is at, that you copy as. I don't even understand. It tells you 300. That what was our 300 there? You see that it will be the same thing or exact or close to it. See, in 1.05038. There, the error of 1 is allowed. I don't even understand. It's at least allowed. So now our stop loss is 0.00, but it's moving. That market is moving. That's why it's changing. 0.050670. I don't even understand. But here I see it. It was 0. Where is it? 1.05038. I don't know if you understand. It's still around that the same or whatever. But if you want to be more specific with your analysis, let's forget about what I'm trying to do there. But you just come here and copy the one you had done for your analysis. You understand? And copy, all right? And then you come to that place. So let's not confuse you. You edit stop loss and paste that one. We just copy it now. You understand? Now, This is our take profit, right? This is where we are expected to book profit. We copy this one, all right? We come there, just copy and paste. We come here now, and then we paste. We paste. So there you go. There you have your trade, your valid trade. So whatever happens, we are going to our next class. We are going to see whatever happens to that trade, whether we lose or we won. So that's all about it. Thank you.